Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Daniel Gibson and this is the Geek Show, the Christian Geek Show, episode 2, I guess what we'll call this. This is like my little sit down, chat with you guys, talk about what God's doing in my life, stuff going on around the world, me, you name it. My screens went black. Don't worry, my wife's going to make it go up in a second because she's awesome. So guys, as Thanksgiving approaches, my last video I talked about how God is my refuge. There's so much crazy stuff going on in the world right now. Obviously Thanksgiving's coming up, but ISIS doing all sorts of craziness around the world. It's a scary time to be a Christian, to be a person, to be alive, to be American, to be somebody who's not that. There's so many things happening. And, I started this new job. I work at Cricket Wireless now. I'm a cell phone salesman, so if you need to upgrade your cell phones, come see me. You know what I mean? But, anyways, here's what it really comes down to. So I'm sitting here, and I'm doing this new thing. And I tell you what, guys, I really take what I was talking about. God was speaking to me, as I was sitting here praying about what was going on. I was allowing Satan really to just rob me of my joy, time and time again. And I should know better because he's done it my whole life. But so I'm sitting at work, and I'm meeting all these new people. I'm learning all this new stuff. Really just getting back and swinging things that I really do enjoy. Cell phones they're a blast to me. And there's all this stuff coming up with Thanksgiving. My wife and I would love to go home and see our families, but we work retail. That's hard to do. So it's just gonna be me and her, I think, maybe just chilling out this Thanksgiving, just sitting at home, enjoying ourselves, just making new traditions of our own. And I began to think about what's the cornerstone of my life. And this movie we just reviewed, you guys might see on the channel here, it's about Creed, this movie about a guy who just gets up time and time again and says, no matter how many times I get hit, I'm going to stand back up and I'm just going to do what I do. I have to. It's a need to push on. And I think we can all resonate with that. That's why underdog movies like Rocky and Creed and all these things, they hit us right here because we in life continually have to get up time and time again. The verse that always comes to my mind is Psalms 37, 37, 23, and 24, which says, the steps of a godly man are ordered by the Father, and though he may fall, he will not fall headlong because his hand is there to catch him. Wherever God leads me, I know he's there. I know he's with me every step of the way. There's so many challenges in our life that I cannot even begin to even contemplate stepping in front of. It's literally like stepping in front of a locomotive and saying, all right, I know I can beat you. It's not going to happen. That train's going to flatten me. But guess what? My God is bigger than the train. The steps of a godly man are ordered by the Father. When we delight in his ways, when we follow him, as it says, that he will give us the desires of our heart. But the reason I think that is because when we delight in the desires of God's heart, our heart meets his. Our desires become one cohesive unit. And I tell you what, my challenge to you as we go into this weekend to be thankful. This weekend of just wondering what the world has to offer. What do you have to be thankful for? Ask yourselves the questions. Is God ordering my feet? Am I taking God's lead? And the only way we get there is by spending time with him, by having that relationship with him, beyond what I can control and what I can do. Psalm 63 talks about, David says that, oh God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you as water in a dry and weary land. And that's what we need. God is supposed to be the thing that sustains us. Water is one of the most important fundamental things we can have in our life. You can last weeks without food. You can last 3 days without water. God, is his need in your life that great? There's all these things around us, these distractions, movies, all these things that we love so much. But they get in the way of the core of what we're supposed to be about. The throne of our life, it needs to be God alone. And as I sit back and I think about this week of what I have to be thankful for, what I have to be thankful for is that I have a God who, even though I am so not worthy, loves me. He loves me. He holds me. He says to me, Daniel, I have a plan for you for good, not for evil. He's got something for you right now in your life that he wants to take you and change you and make you new and give you a joy that's unimaginable. But the question is, are you letting Him guide you? But more than that, are you seeking Him like water in a dry and weary land? Like water in the desert where it is just not there. Because God wants you. And we talked about God as my refuge, but you seek refuge. You seek it. And the thing is, the only way we get that refuge with God is to go out and try to harness that with Him. This week I'm getting back into one of my favorite things, technology. It is seriously like, Tech and me, we're like PB&J. Like, I love technology. I love problem solving, figuring out little things I can do to make something better. Technology's always evolving. Somebody comes in with a new issue. How do I fix it? What do I do? Life is that way too. A relationship with God is that way. Life is never going to be perfect. It's just not. It's never going to come to a pinnacle point when you can just sit down and say it's perfect. There might be a moment where you're like, I wouldn't change a thing. But guess what's going to happen 5 seconds later? Everything's going to come crashing down. God doesn't promise that it won't. But what He does promise is that if you seek Him, good will come of it. That in the worst moments, you can stand in His glory and His greatness and know that though I am worthless, He is worthy. I think that's the most beautiful thing a Christian can have, a person can have in their life, is something worth everything. Because beauty fades, money goes away. Trust me, money goes away fast. All right? But God never does. He doesn't rust. He doesn't degrade. He doesn't leave us. He doesn't leave us to just out in the water. We're watching this movie about Apollo Creed's son. Apollo Creed, he died. His son isn't there. His son grew up without a father. But guess what? God, nothing can touch him. Nothing can get in that jewel, that prize He has for you. But just like as the holiday season approaches and gifts are handed out and people say, here is your gift. If I got you exactly what you want. If I took out $1,000 and I sit it on the table and I put your name on it, I said, this is your $1,000. Reach out and take it. And you never take it. You never reap the benefits. You never have the joy that comes from that. You never get to go out and buy the new Xbox 360, a new phone, an iWatch, anything you want. Because you never seek it. God's not like money. We don't just go out and spend it willy-nilly, but He brings us joy that doesn't become outdated. That never goes old. But the question is, the gifts in front of you, all this time of considering what we're thankful for. Are you thankful for your relationship with God? Do you have a relationship with Him? Is He your provider? Is He your joy? And the Geek Show, it's about geeking out and everything, absolutely. But lately, it's kind of my time to get up here and just give my heart, because this is a ministry. Multiply Media is ministry-minded entertainment. I don't know if you can even read that on the screen. But it's ministry-minded entertainment because God deserves to be the center of everything we do. He does, absolutely. And I tell you what, God deserves the best of entertainment. He deserves the best of me, and He deserves the best of you. In this week of this excitement, of joy, of sorrow for many, sit back and think to yourself, is He the center of my life? We are the multipliers because we're multiplying His kingdom. And the Christian Geek Show is about geeking out about Christ, about movies. I'm excited for Star Wars. I'm going to go see that new Pixar movie this weekend. There are so many things I'm excited to do. But what I'm most excited about is Him. So that's like my little spiel, my little sermon, whatever you want to say, my little just passing my heart out to you guys, because you guys are awesome. Every one of you who comes here week after week and watches my videos and supports us. Share this video, share what's going on, because guys, it's not because I want to get famous or anything like that. That's not the desire of Multiply Media. The desire is to see this little thing be something that everybody looks at and says, that has to be something like God. That has to be God. Because everyone needs Him. And I just want to see Him glorified in a place where He's not. There are things on the internet, absolutely, that people put cool videos up, but that week after week, day after day, every day where you can come back and see something. I'm not there yet. I don't have the time or the resources or anything to do that. But as we grow and people like you believe in the vision, God is going to do something great with Multiply Media. And you know what? You know why I'm so excited? Because I want this I want something I can watch and go out and enjoy and not have to worry about it. I want something that edifies and builds me up, but I still enjoy, that I don't have to take a step down and realize, oh, it's a Christian movie or Christian content. God's awesome. He deserves the best. So guys, as we go out saying thankful, what we're thankful for, I'm thankful for you. thankfully you watched this video. I'm just excited for what God's doing in your life personally. I may not know you, I may not know where you are, but He is awesome. And you are awesome too. You are the multipliers, and I am Daniel Gibson. And I thank you for watching this video. We'll be back next week with another Geek show. And thank you. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless.